A safe haven to the elderly for nearly 40 years. This old age home accommodates 60 residents. It boasts high walls for protection, but seems to be vulnerable. The safety of women came under the spotlight after the recent incident that has shaken everyone.
Very unhappy about it, about the incident, and my mom's was a bit shaken up. It happened in another block, in the Frail block, and I just don't understand why criminals will always focus on old people that are unable to help themselves and unable to defend themselves. Weak, people that are now supposed to be having years of retirement, that have got lots of experience. Can't we just leave them in peace?
The victim is undergoing trauma counseling, but fear has gripped her colleagues. They are concerned it can happen again.
One thing
that upsets us the most as we work with the elderly is this new development of a colleague who got raped. It means we are not safe. No one is safe. But they have tried to fit burglar gates in one ward, though incomplete.
Restoring human dignity to those directly affected is now a priority.
I think it's only correct that we start with the people that were directly affected. The trauma that the lady experienced, and by extension the elderly is in that block. Subsequently, what we did was to bring in services of social workers to deal with the trauma counseling and all of that. To an extent, the lady now, through the facilitation of Department of Social Development, is now being attended into in terms of the trauma counseling, and she is spending time at the shelter in Utnik.
Work to upgrade the security features is already underway.
Mainly what we have done just to improve was to augment in the form of generally fitting in the security gates in the main doors, which work was already underway. And of course, what we have also activated is the collaboration that has been there between the police, KwaZulu police, the cluster commander there, and of course the community that have actually helped us in terms of that, so that they accelerate, the patrolling in the area and mainly in the institution. Naturally, there are sophisticated features that we have also rolled out, which I can't provide details for obvious reasons.
The Social Development Department has condemned the incident.
Department, first, we wanted to indicate our disgust to say that this is a despicable act, immoral, and betraying the values that govern our society, especially values that are around the protection of the most vulnerable people in our society. Those people are the elderly people, the children, and the frail people. And in this instance, we want to call upon the community around the center to also take it upon themselves in ensuring that the elderly, the frail people in that center are always protected. Secondly, the department has made all what it could to provide subsidies to the center. That center is privately run. It's run by the board, and we have met also with the center management to ensure that there is an upkeep and the upgrade of security in the center. Amongst those upgrades is to make sure that there's an installation of CCTV cameras, the improvement of light around the center, and also the installation of burglar doors. And thirdly, we also want to call upon the South African Police Services to ensure that even when they do their normal patrols around that community, they also make sure that they make a stop over at that center to ensure that there is no improper activity of criminality that is happening in the center. Those are the interventions that we think can go a long way in assisting the security of the most important and vulnerable people in our society, the elderly people.
The department says it is also working with the center to beef up security. 2 suspects have been arrested. Nqonji, SABC News, Gqeberha.